That's like so many ATGMs, it's ridiculous. Oh no. That smoke didn't cover them both, that's my mistake. I really thought it would. They've found out the Conquer's spam. Oh no. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 19 of my Highway 66 campaign in WARNO, playing on the NATO side. Previously we had a couple of exceptional battles where we pushed towards Alsfeld, and today we're probably going to be doing more of the same, but I think we're going to start breaking down the salient so that I can see how many action points I have left on the remaining units in order to support the attack that I want to make here. So I want to send the Panzer Battalion 152 and the Panzer Grenadier Battalion 133 into the 3rd Battalion of the Panzer Regiment 4 so that we can open up the Alsfeld sector and capture this flag this turn. I don't know if that's actually going to allow me to capture the flag, but it's worth a try. So in order to do that, I'm going to want to make sure that I have some extra units that can support them if we were to get counterattacked. But I do also need to deal with the salient that's caused by the 2nd Battalion of the Panzer Regiment 4 and the 1st Battalion of the Motorists Regiment 23. Also the PLR 3 is a problem. So what I'm going to do is we're probably going to start with an attack onto the 2nd Panzer Regiment here. Do I have AA set up? We already have that AA set up. Do I have more AA further up? I don't think we do, but this Flugabwehr Regiment is certainly doing the job, so that's absolutely fine. Just making sure that they can't bring in any air force to attack us. This is an attack that I would bring in aircraft to help out with if there weren't the Kubs blocking me from doing so. So what we can do is we can use both the Panzer Battalion 144 and the Panzer Battalion 153 in order to attack this alongside the leader unit. And that's going to give us recon helicopters as well as plenty of supply to work with. Now I'm hoping that on the defense they should be able to bring in all of these, because I think this might count as an auxiliary unit. So there could be a very nice battle on our hands. Let's tactical battle and we'll jump on in. Yep, they did bring in everything. This is going to be spicy. Alright, so that's a lot of enemy units. We've got the 2nd Battalion of the Panzer Regiment 4, the 1st Battalion of the Motorists Regiment 23, the PALR 3, so that's the 3 that we were looking at, and they've also brought in some artillery. 240 morale we've got to kill in this one. That's absolutely awesome. This is going to be an incredible battle. Okay, so the Leopards, they got work to do. Thankfully we have a lot of them. We're going to probably try and attack both Alpha and Charlie at the same time from the center here. So let's make sure we get down some recon. That's going to be super important. I'm not going to send it too far, just far enough that I can get into good positions to see enemy forces that might be contesting these. And then we're going to back ourselves up with plenty of leopards. We're going to do like sort of 2 groups, but both are concentrated in the center in case we need to reinforce one or the other, because the likelihood is that the enemy will concentrate their tanks in one place. So we'll do like an even split, and then we can just drive left or right, depending on whether or not we need more. I am going to bring in some helicopters with us. We'll bring in the BO-105s as recon. We will want to place down my Feld depots. I think what I'll do is I'm trying to think where I could put them where they're not too obvious for the AI to spot them, because if they spot them, they'll start arting them. I'll put them back here, and hopefully we can stop anything from sneaking down the side. I might just put a Jäger Aufkader in here to make sure that doesn't happen. And we also do want to make sure that we have some sort of recon on the left, because there's a good chance they'll put some stuff over here as well. That leaves us with 6 points. I'm going to get another Leopard 2A3. And we'll maybe get a couple Jaguars, actually. Jaguars would be pretty good to support. So those can go there, those can go there, and off we go. So I'm going to start bringing up some supply vehicles. Just make sure that we have those ready to help out. And if they get emptied, they can use up all of this supply. Maybe I shouldn't have put down all of them, just in case they get spotted and start to get arty, because I don't really have anything to counter battery. So it's not like I can stop them arting my feld depots if they end up spotting them somehow. But the Aufkada is in position, which is good. And the main thing here is contesting, or at least capturing, Alpha and Charlie, so that we can kind of take it easy for the rest of the game, because we don't want them to get too far ahead on the conquest points as usual. So we'll go ahead and move into formation. We'll do the same here. Have the Jaguar on attack move, because that can then stop at max range and engage. And we're going to start running up with the Jaguars, not the Jaguars, the Jaegers. Jaeger Aufkada on the right, and the Aufkadas in the mid. Goodbye BMP, that's a good kill. And that is probably an AT gun. AT guns could be pretty brutal actually for the Leopards to deal with. So killing those before they unload is ideal. Okay, good hit. Gotta hope all of these show front armor. Make sure my BO-105 continues forwards. Oh, we're gonna have to smoke. Yeah, too many of those were showing side armor. That was pretty nasty. Let's make sure my Aufkada moves forwards. Over here, smoke that, move at the back. Keep these relatively spread out now. You have to micro them individually. We'll smoke that and fall it back. Okay, cool. We don't need to be too aggressive here, honestly. I can hold back, get my recon into position before we make any crazy plays. So let's do that first. If I need more recon, I should bring it in. Good. So, well, that was a pretty nice start. We're into a good position here, at least. The Jaeger Aufkada will let me know if there's anything flanking around the right. These guys will let us know if there's anything flanking around the left. Otherwise, it's just a matter of getting my initial forces fixed up and reinforcing them. So we'll bring up more Leopards. Somehow managed to keep basically everything alive. Make sure that Aufkada moves forwards. I'll bring over the BO-105 here for the time being until we get the second Aufkada in position. Because we have the Aufkada for the left side, or sorry, for the right. We've got these three positions here, which are great. But on the left, we only have the one, so we need to make sure we rectify that. The other thing I'm a little concerned about is them pushing down here and across this bridge. So we're going to move up that Aufkada. I'll put them on return fire. I should have all of these on return fire, to be honest. One thing that is interesting is we haven't really bumped into too many tanks. It's all been BMPs so far, so that might make our life a little easier. I'm just going to have a look at the spawn. So there's one spawn there, one spawn there. If I could push up on the right and cut off this spawn, that would be really nice. That would allow us to break down the morale much faster. So we're going to have my Aufkader push forwards. We'll bring over the BO-105. Once this Leopards arrives, we'll spread out and start pushing up here. We'll bring up some more Leopards to the left. Okay, move the Jaguar forwards. The Aufkader getting hit there is obviously not good. We need to make sure that we move my supply into position there to make sure we're fixing those up. We can bring up a couple here as well, that's fine. We need to just get the pressure on. There's a lot of T-55s here. I'm hoping I can push through this tree line. Okay. Not too bad. This Conquest might be a problem. Nice bailout. Alright, let's move these back. The rest can carry on. Artillery still falling on these. But we're getting good kills. Taking out the recon there. Always good. Don't have to sit there and take that, we can just reverse away from that artillery for the time being. This one is turret stuck. Ooh, the side armor shot. Oh no. Missed micro on my part. Didn't have the recon in position to spot those T-55s. That's rough. Okay, we'll move up the Leopards here to make sure we kill off that Conkers. And then I'm going to want to make sure we move up the Leopard so that we can engage that T-55, although it did stop firing at my Leopard there. Right, I might just run down this Conkers. Good. And now my Jäger can continue. Right, more Leopards, please. As we start to take up more of the front line here, it's important that we do make sure to reinforce with Leopards so that we can cover basically every tree line all at once. Losing the leader Leopard though, that was really unnecessary mistake, I think, on my part. I don't know if we can shoot the Conquest there, but we should. I'm going to move a couple of Leopards across this bridge. Make sure the Aufkader moves up there. Well, that's good kills at least. I'm surprised we can't see whatever that is firing at us. It might just be an HGM squad. Right, we have them in a bit of a nice bottleneck here now, which is great. Let's keep the South Cutter moving up on this side. We can have these go a little bit more aggressive, move the Jaguar into that position instead. I do want to hit that Conkers on the move, if possible. That works out. Let's move up those. Good. Oh, we lost a Leopard 203. What was that? I have absolutely no idea where from. I guess it's again me making the mistake of maybe pushing up beyond my recon, but I felt like I should be able to see whatever was firing at that. It might be because the reverse command didn't allow it to face armor, so it just got kind of technically hitting the side armor when it probably shouldn't have. It's just the issue when you're managing a front line that is this wide. You look away for 1 second, and if there's like an HGM flying towards you, it's a problem. Thankfully, like auto smoke in this case is going to stop that from happening if there are no orders involved. But if your units have orders, then it definitely is a problem. Now, a big thing for me is the PALR 3 unit that has helped engage in this one is full of these Conkers BRDMs, which are really, really rough for me to deal with, which is probably why we're seeing less tanks and more of those, because it does seem like the AI likes to use them a lot. What I might do is bring up some Jaegers, and then what we'll do is we'll try and sweep through these tree lines with the Jaegers, and then have the Leopards obviously as support. The main objective right now, though, is cutting off this spawn on the right hand side. If we could get here and just start engaging the reinforcements as they come out of the spawn, that would be pretty huge. My mouth cutter coming over is helping us spot those units, so that's nice. Starting to take out more of those tanks. It's jolly good. I'm just making sure that my M113s are in the right positions. I'm going to try and not lose any more Leopards best I can, because if we can win this battle without losing any more Leopards, that would be huge. And if we're doing 240 points worth of morale damage to these units, we might just destroy them all. Like, so much stuff to kill. We're making good progress on the right here. Nice. I'm just going to fly my BO-105 over to the far right to see if there's anything that I need to worry about. We're getting to the point where I am starting to creep up on that spawn. And that will dramatically speed up the engagements as long as I can keep my 2A3s topped up. I'll bring some extra supply forwards. Any that get to 0, we can do that. And we right click on the fuel depot to send them back, and then sort of shift fast move command back to the front line. That way, once they fill up, they'll automatically drive as fast as they can back. Didn't look like there was much over here. You can see what's happening right now. It's like they're spawning out here, they're driving down this road, and we're just getting like constant ambushes onto those units, which is exactly what we need. It will help reduce their morale very quickly indeed. This could be an Igla. Yep. I should have trusted my instinct there. That was a Strela. That's even worse because it hit first shot. Strelas are usually absolutely awful. Alright. Absolute turkey shoot now for the Leopards. We do have a unit there that's causing me problems, and I don't have any smoke. That's not good. That's really not good. That's probably going to die. Unless I can drive over here and get a shot with the Leopard. Okay, well, lots and lots of HGM vehicles now coming in. My Jäger Aufkader needs to be in a better position, really. Alright, let's just move these back. I'll move a fresh one over there. Oh, those are getting way too close to the shore.
Am Ende kommt es immer auf den Infanteristen und sein Gewehr an.
I've got some spare Leopards on the back line. That's a lot of new units coming up here. Gonna need to match them in kind with more Leopard 2A3s. Oh, you're kidding me. They're engaging my supply. Alright, let's get these fixed up as soon as possible. It looks like, for the most part, there's no infantry here, so I'm happy to maybe move up the Leopards a bit more aggressively. Oh, no, 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 no. That was sketchy. Very sketchy.
Fertig machen zum Sprung. Wir greifen gleich an. Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört.
Right, we need to move these forwards. I'm just going to have to push really hard on the spawn there. Let's already use the smoke. Kind of kicking the hornet's nest over here a little bit. It's not great. Come on. Hit that last shot. Thank you. Yeah, these are going to have to kind of really carefully work their way back. Meanwhile, on this side, we are getting some work done. I think that might have counted as a side shot. Oh, we lost a 2A3. Is that the one that was damaged? I think it might have been. I was really hoping we didn't lose any more. We do have more reinforcements on the way. I think we pull up for now. Pull back for now. Just get the Jaegers in cover. Wait for the reinforcements. If I can trim some off the front line here as well, that would be great. What's the Gonkers doing in our backline? How did that get there? That's strange. Maybe it went down this left road. Okay, reinforcements are arriving. It might have been an idea to bring artillery into this battle, but I feel like because we have like the 2 Leopard 2A3 units, not having the artillery is absolutely fine. And we'll more likely use it in the next battle, like the follow-up battles that maybe don't utilize the 2A3s. We can also use the artillery to like force total victories. We've got more and more stuff coming up now. We just continue to put pressure onto the spawn here. Any that get damaged we can send back. We will have extra M113s arriving back at the front line shortly. I can actually probably bring the BO 105 up. On the left side things have calmed down a little bit.
Versorgung kann eingeleitet werden. Verstanden. Sind unterwegs. Ende. Jawohl, Hauptmann. LFK einsatzbereit.
Okay. Now, the thing that I really want to do here is get into a position where we sort of surround this spawn. They are starting to build up quite a lot on the left. Worried about that. Yeah, there's cheeky units kind of rocking around the rear here.
Ein guter Aufklärer ist einer, den man nicht sieht. Gute Arbeit, Lieschen. So brauchen Sie uns, Kameraden. Gute Arbeit, Lieschen. So brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft.
Alright, this will speed things up, no end.
Gute Arbeit, Lieschen. Ja, sehen wir uns hier um. Wir können Ihre Truppen auffrischen. Fahrer, langsam rückwärts mal. Panzer einsatzbereit. Wo brauchen wir unsere Feuerkraft? Nicht schießen! Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Alpha an alle. Funküberprüfung, kommen.
Okay, so we have that locked down. I don't know if they're going to stop using the spawn there. They might do.
Gute Arbeit, Linkschütze. Zu Befehl.
Oh no. It looks like every tick they're going to bring in more stuff.
Wo brauchen wir unsere Feuerkraft? Fahrer, langsam rückwärts mal.
We'll have to get into good positions to engage that.
Jeder seid gefechtsbereit. Aber achten Sie auf unsere Flanken.
Cool. So we're going to be going for like a little bit of an envelopment here, which is going to be interesting. Not a fan of this though. Cheeky Conkers running around the backside. We'll make sure to bring up another leopard for that. That one snuck through.
Panzer, halt! Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Gute Arbeit, Linkschütze. Verstanden. Aufspüren und vernichten. Versorgung kann eingeleitet werden. Auf geht's. Nachschub ist schon unterwegs. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Kein gesichtet. Radio-Check. Hören, klar und deutlich.
Ah, where did that come from? Stop shooting down my recon helicopters. The recon helicopters are worth like way too much as well. Like 3 points for shooting one of them down.
Achtung, Feind im Nahbereich. Volltreffer, Ziel zerstört. Erschossen, kein LFK mehr. Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuer? Nicht schießen, wir geben auf.
That's a lot of vehicles.
Achtung, nicht schießen, wir geben auf. Wir wurden getroffen.
Like if we miss, these Conkers can do a lot of damage, so we gotta stop missing.
Den hat sie erwischt. Erschossen, kein LFK mehr. Was sind Ihre Befehle? Achtung, Feind im Nahbereich.
That's a huge amount of forces. Thankfully we have quite a nice arc of forces that are covering that area in the center there.
Nachschub ist schon unterwegs. Jagdpanzer bereit. Rückwärts Marsch.
We're going to want to just kind of fall back with this, I think. We'll let the leopards do their work.
Gute Arbeit. Letzte Rakete verstanden. Auf, verschossen. Keine Munition mehr. Jawohl, Herr Kommandant. Gute Arbeit, Lichtschütze. Wir wurden getroffen. Verschossen.
There's like so many ATGMs, it's ridiculous. Oh no. That smoke didn't cover them both, that's my mistake. I really thought it would. They've found out the Conquer's spam. Oh no. This is brutal.
Keine Munition mehr.
Alright, well, another leader went down. Yeah, I really thought that smoke, because they were so close together, would cover them both, but I guess a little bit complacent on my end. We're still killing things as they come in. Like there's a huge pile of forces just getting absolutely destroyed on the road there. But this is certainly a problem, as I think they've definitely started to prioritize using this tree line, or like this reinforcement point. I was going to say we can move up to the tree line here. And maybe try and push across there. Like, as long as we don't miss, it's all good. As soon as we miss a shot or two, they take so much damage. I guess another thing I could do, which is something I don't often do, because it would cause stuff to get killed, but then let's use auto supply. Auto supply can be really, really useful in situations like this where you have a lot of supply vehicles. I think one problem we have right now is, whilst I can cover this spawn, we need some recon. We don't have any recon there. And I don't know how we get it there in good time. Maybe another helicopter, but helicopters so far haven't really been having much luck.
Aber achten Sie auf unsere Flanken. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
Oh, another bunch of sacrifices. Okay, good. I mean, we do know that if they continue to just come in like this, we will eventually win. But that's not so much an issue. But I would like to try and take out some of this, like the T-55s in particular. Would be nice to kill, in case we don't actually fully destroy the units. Like, wiping out the T-55s would be a good place to start. Apparently my Aufkada can't see good enough there. I'm just going to spread these supply vehicles out so they can resupply all the ones that are firing on the spawn there. What an absolute massacre. I mean, we have lost a reasonable amount of leopards, to be honest. But I would say it's still worth it. Now I have my recon in position here, maybe we can make a bit of a play. Oh. Careful. Thing is, we know that all of these units are now finite, so that really helps us out a lot here. They just can't escape. Oh, my munition truck got caught. Not good.
Sammeln. Befehlsausgabe.
Gonna run forwards here and distract the T-55 so the Afghani can live.
Situation.
There we go.
Zerstört. Fahrer, langsam rückwärts machen. Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört. Scheiße, Mann. Rückwärts Marsch. Rund zum Feind. Wo brauchen Sie uns, Kameraden?
Yeah, getting across these bridges is so difficult. I might be able to push up here and then try and get into the edge of the tree line there in order to pick off a couple of them so that they don't all fire at once. And then meanwhile, get some supply over here to fix up these.
Motor an und dann los. Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze.
Although, one more kill here, and that's job done. There it is, 240 kills, 30 losses. Maybe could have been like even more careful in this battle, but honestly, doesn't really get much better than that. Like in terms of kills at least. We lost 2 leader leopards, 4 normal leopards, and 2 helicopters. Like overall losses is like 8 units, so like in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. Losing the leaders is a bit of a pain, but that is a really, really nice, tasty battle, which is going to absolutely crush that East German salient. So now what we can do is hopefully just be able to like total victory these somehow. So this is what I was talking about, saving the artillery so we can use them to total victory these individual units, and that way we don't have to worry about actually playing out those battles. Now, admittedly, like having a rocket artillery unit in that last battle would have been insane for absolutely crushing those units across the water there, but they weren't necessary, which is why I don't tend to really invest in them. We can take out that one with a double attack from these panzer battalions, which I am considering. Maybe what I do though is we use up the action points on the HQ unit instead. That's going to give me a major victory. We should win that because of the artillery. Let's see if I can, if I do this and this, that's going to be a major victory as well, isn't it? I'm just not quite getting enough. Even that's not enough because the Jaeger battalion only has 1 attack. Alright, I'll have to think about this and then we'll make sure we finish off these units in the next turn. It may be a case of me just playing out each battle individually in order to kill them off, but it feels a bit tedious when I can just auto-resolve total victory this entire salient. And then what we can do is utilize any units that have extra action points to support the attack on Ausfeld itself. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do. So we'll see. But that's it for now. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.